Hi, I'm Rebecca here at the Coastal Discovery Museum, and today we will be reading Triumph's Wings, a Gullah folktale written by Patricia Bee. Off the coast of a very distant island, the majestic oak stands as the oldest living tree east of the Great River. One summer's evening, all of the garden's creatures gathered to find out how each could make the garden more beautiful. Everyone respected the oak, and many believed that her sprawling gray moss represented her ageless wisdom. The majestic oak called the meeting first with the flying insects. The first one to arrive was the beautiful monarch butterfly. Majestic oak, how can my life make a difference? Your beautiful colors represent all of the races of mankind. Your life was designed to show the many changes that we must go through. The monarch butterfly thanked the oak and flew away to rest in a field nearby. Next to come was the crane fly, also known as Daddy Longlegs. Majestic oak, how can my life make a difference? Your long legs and delicate thread-like limbs were designed to encourage the rest of us to have patience and endurance for life's journey. The race is not for the swift or fast, but for the one who makes it to the end. Daddy Longlegs thanked the oak and ambled through the plush meadow. Clumsily, Katy the grasshopper hopped in front of the wise old oak. Majestic oak, how can my life make a difference? The wise oak replied, you've been designed to take giant steps in life. The reasons that you've been given 3 pairs of legs are because the first 2 pairs are for walking, while the 3rd pair is for jumping. This is to remind you that it is not how high you jump, but how straight you walk along life's way. The grasshopper thanked the wise oak and hopped into the deep forest. As evening drew nigh, a dazzling firefly lighted the night sky before the great oak. Majestic oak, how can my life make a difference? Your body was designed to illuminate the forest paths at nightfall and to help those who have lost their way. The firefly thanked the oak and flew away like firecrackers popping in the night. Discouraged, the bumblebee appeared before the wise oak. As he looked at his large body and tiny wings, he thought that he would never fly, jump, or sing like the other insects in the garden. Tearfully he cried, Majestic oak, with this large body and such tiny wings, how on earth can my life make a difference? You've been designed to help others to survive. Your wings were made small to remind you that you can do nothing by yourself. You will need others along the way. Your body represents the size of your heart. As long as your heart for others is bigger than you, there is nothing that will be impossible for you to do. From this day, your name will be called Triumph. This comes from an African dialect and means try and see. Triumph thought about all the wise oak had said. Oh, I have an idea. The flowers can't reproduce by themselves. Their pollen needs to mix with tiny eggs to make seeds. When I climb into the flowers for nectar, the long hairs on my coat will brush against the pollen. On my way out, I can drop some of it on the parts of the flowers to form seeds. Triumph started out. He reached the first flower and went inside. As he flew away, he dropped little drops of golden pollen. The flowers were overjoyed. Finally, they could reproduce and keep the garden beautiful. Triumph was so happy that he forgot about himself and the size of his wings. He realized that when he lifted others, it lifted his spirit and lifted him too. planting seeds in others, Triumph found treasures within himself. The garden is now a beautiful place because of Triumph's good deeds. As he lifted others, it lifted his spirit and his wings. The end. Thank you for reading Triumph's Wings with us today.